It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
Candy, we start with Kenny Chesney, who announced in a big, long statement yesterday that he is postponing his 2021 tour, which was the 2020 tour, was supposed to be 2021, and now is pushed off till 2022, Candy.
Just crazy. We all thought this will never be as long as it's been, and it's still going on.
Now, before country fans get depressed, doesn't mean we're not going to have any shows at the Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater at Bald Hill. Very feasible. We have some shows. Doing a football stadium with a touring group of 100 to 150 people and 50 buses and 50 tractor trailers, and then having to social distance 80,000 people. It just, the dollars and cents don't work in a football stadium, Candy. You understand?
I do.
It's a bit much. It's a bit of an undertaking.
It's tough in a pandemic, too. You've got so many people on the road with you. You got to have precautions. It's not easy.
No, and you're in buses, and there's just a lot to take in there. So doesn't mean concerts aren't happening in other places as we go here, but Chesney has had to postpone his football stadium tour. Carrie Underwood says on Easter Sunday she will have a live stream on her Facebook of her singing her new album, My Savior, her gospel album, live from the Ryman, Candy.
Oh, look at this.
I mean, so if you wanted to go to church on Easter Sunday, that sounds like church to me.
Absolutely, I agree.
Carrie from the Ryman singing gospel music. And by the way, the dollars will go to her charity Save the Children, Candy. So, very cool. Chevy Chase had a heart issue, was in the hospital 5 weeks, but is back home now, Candy.
Very scary.
I was telling you earlier, I watched over the weekend the new version of Vacation with Ed Helms as Rusty Griswold all grown up and Christina Applegate, and it was actually pretty funny. It was well done, Candy.
Because the original I love.
Yeah, look, nothing will touch the original, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad. Lakers legend Elgin Baylor passed away at the age of 86, Candy.
Sorry about that.
Yes. A subject that gets me very emotional, and I don't know why. Kylie Jenner had to speak out about all the trolls and the hating she is getting online. And Candy, I agree with Kylie Jenner. So
look at this, people. Look at this.
The way the story goes is she was online surfing the web and she found a GoFundMe for someone that used to do makeup for her, a friend who I guess they're not in touch that much anymore.
See, and the stories that I read yesterday about this did not mention that.
Okay, so she sees that the GoFundMe is looking for $10,000 to help with medical bills, and it's up to $6,000 at the moment. So she donated $5,000 to put it over the top, and then thought as a nice gesture, she would shoot out the link to her followers, and she ended up raising over $100,000 for this person, Candy.
Very nice.
Right, but the trolls online say, "Oh, you're worth, however many hundreds of millions. Why don't you just give them 100,000? Why don't you give them 200,000?" Candy, it wasn't, it didn't start like that. It started as a very innocent, let me help.
See, again, the press, the media did not portray it that way in yesterday's news.
And my other issue is this. I believe that wealthy people should be generous and charitable. Completely agree. We don't know. Kylie Jenner may donate $100 million a year to charity. We don't know, Candy. We have no idea.
Well, that's the best kind of charity. We don't know.
All right.
The kind where they're blowing their own horns makes me angry.
All right, so everyone just relax. She did a good thing. She raised over $100,000 for this person. So please.
She didn't have to do anything. Let's be honest.
Correct. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, the talks have broken down. That fight is no more, Candy.
All right.
Probably a good thing.
Fighting over fighting.
They would have been in the ring with canes, each with their cane batting each other over the head. With their pocketbooks, like old grandmas. Come on. Who needs to see Tyson Holyfield at this point?
I swung a pocketbook at a raccoon. You remember that story, and it saved my life.
Yes, you're very lucky, Candy. You'll have to retell. Can you give a quick retelling? A quick one.
I was parking in the garage to go to work. It was a little bit of rain and snow that day. I got out. I was on the lower level. I hear someone that sounds like a squeaking, like you're cleaning your windshield. I said, who's cleaning their windshield at 4:30 in the morning? I don't see anybody. I keep walking. I hear the sound again. I turn around. and this big raccoon is charging right at me.
Oof.
And I had a long strap coach bag, by the way, and I screamed on the top of my lungs, "Get away from me," and swung my purse as hard as I could. I did make contact with the raccoon and sort of startled him. So before he could get his bearings again, I hauled butt out of there. The adrenaline, you have no idea. I could have died. As it turns out, it was a rabid raccoon.
Oh, wow.
It was a big deal.
A rabid raccoon. Hey,
Got that right.
You should have asked for the security footage. That would have been awesome.
I know. And the security guy kept coming after him. He was hitting it with a shovel. They called him professional. It was an all-day affair that I discovered at 4:30 in the morning.
That's scary.
It was very scary.
Wow. Netflix putting together a series based on the comic book from Keanu Reeves called Berserker. Lemmy, the old rocker, was cremated, had some of his ashes put into bullets and given to his best friends so they could go hunting with him, Candy.
Listen, once
interesting.
You're dead, do whatever you want. That's my philosophy. You want your friends to have bullets with your ashes? Go for it.
Vin Diesel's 10-year-old son will be in the new Fast and Furious F9. Ellen's viewers cut in half. Everyone thinks it's because of the toxic stories about her, and I think the show will be gone real soon, Candy.
I was never a big fan. I have to be honest with you. I never thought much of it.
And Mattel hosting a reality competition where it's like, a Project Runway, but they're going to be making clothes for Barbie dolls, and someone's going to win a job with Mattel, Candy.
Love that.
Yeah. TV, This Is Us tonight, thank God. Love that show is on every week now.
Thank you.
Demi Lovato's series on YouTube begins today, Candy. And ABC To Tell the Truth as well. There you have it. You're Bald and the Beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.